Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Thank you for joining the Fearless Morning Show. Welcome. We are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist, so what better place to be than here with me. I truly hope y'all are, I needed to grab that, ready to get this Monday started. My computer is stuck. I know I am. I hope you were safe this weekend. There. I hope you had a great weekend. Grab one thing.
Hey, co-host, where did you go?
Good
I know
morning.
I saw you there for a second. All right, all right.
How
Good
you
morning,
doing this
guys.
morning?
I'm awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for the show. It is Monday, Motivation Monday. Time to get up, get out, and get something, right? You and
Ah,
I got to do for you and I. Yes.
girl, let me tell you something. It's
Right,
Monday,
right.
honey. Whew. It's gonna be a good
It
day.
is, it is. Well, guys, we had an amazing birthday weekend. Thank you guys for all the love, for all the views, for all the everything that you did. We had an awesome time up in the mountains this weekend. Sorry I didn't get to join you on Friday, but the reception up there in the mountains is unbelievable when we're in the cabin, but when we come down to downtown, everything's all good, sorta. So but we had fun. We just had some challenges at my sister's cabin. They told them with a straight face that they do not leave out of their cabin without their bear sticks. They have two bear sticks sitting at the front door, saying that you take that outside with you because you never know when you're going to encounter a bear. And we were like, we are from the country, but we're not from the country where the bears come at you, right? Type situation. So we were all on high alert looking out for a bear. Didn't see one bear at first. However, we were prepared in the event that Smokey decided to come down that mountain.
You know,
We were prepared in the event. But you guys, yes, and yes. So good morning. Our quote for today. We're gonna go ahead and start on this Motivation Monday. Yep, go ahead and get your coffee, get your tea, get yourself together because you know you got to get out of there and go to work. Whether you're working for yourself or for somebody else, you got to go do it. So let's
yes,
do it. Tony Robbins starts out one of his events is called the Ultimate Edge, and I don't know if you've ever attended or participated in any of Tony Robbins' events, but one of his events, the Ultimate Edge, he's known for stating at the very beginning is what people say is one thing and what they do is something else. So I want you to think about that through your day. Are you really saying things and following through on them, or are you simply saying those things, right? Because your actions speak louder than your words. So
that's
when we
right.
talk about this today, your actions speaking louder than your words on our financial confession and conversation today, guys, it is a good one. This one, you definitely need your pen and your paper. We need to share this out because this is information that people have been requesting for the ages, right? This is one of the top things that people ask me about. What should I be invested in? What are those dividend stocks? What are those different things that we should be doing? So let me go over here. Let me share it to a couple of groups as well so we can get these guys
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
involved in
My
this
other computer is
conversation.
not working for some reason, so I'm having to look at my laptop. I'm trying to share it to some
Okay,
other
all right.
places.
So I'm also sharing it to a couple of groups because a lot of people have asked me what are the best stocks to own, right? and because they are experiencing trouble. And I get this because in the beginning I didn't know where to go, where to start, and it wasn't until I started searching and doing that I actually recognized, okay, there's a pattern to this thing, and there are some things that we can be intentional about that are going to allow us to choose stocks. So what I'm
Then you
going to be
frozen on
talking,
my side.
I'm frozen.
Yep. I don't know
But
why.
can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you. You can go
Okay,
ahead.
well,
I just letting you know you frozen.
okay, well, good morning, Risa. Thank you for joining us, guys. Let us know if I'm frozen on your screen as well. With all the storms and everything that's been coming through, it's been a little bit tricky around here. We've been having some problems with our Xfinity reception as well. But guys, today, and don't forget to share out this video. What are the best stocks to own now? Not only are these the best stocks for you, good morning, good morning. Not only are these the best stocks for you to own, but dare I say, go ahead and get these for your children, because this is where compound interest is going to really change the game. And when you put these things in place for your children as well as for yourself, make sure that you are prepared to do what it takes. So as I go through this conversation this morning, I want to be 100% clear. I'm frozen. Okay, that's fine.
As
I
long as
want to
we
be
can hear you, we're good to go.
one 100% clear, guys, that you never invest money that you cannot lose. So I'm the financial rebound coach, and I understand that things happen in your finances. Get everything together, get that solid budget, that solid financial foundation, but find these dollars. Good morning, Miss Valerie. Thank you for joining us as well. I want you to find that solid financial foundation so that you can go invest in these opportunities. But these are some of the best, and I'm not just talking to be talking. I'm not the only person that's saying that these are the best stocks that you should be owning. There's research, there's data that supports this, okay? There is data that supports the information that I'm going to be sharing with you first and foremost. So the types of stocks that I'm talking about and that people typically ask me are, what are the best types of dividend stocks? And you say, well, Lynn, what's a dividend paying stock? A dividend, so these are dividend growth stocks. This is the way that you're going to hear it talked about, the way that you're going to hear it shared. When people say you need to get stocks that are going to pay you dividends, what that means is you're investing with a company that basically has a proven track record. And when that company has a proven track record, that track record allows them to pay and raise its dividend year after year. So if you are a shareholder for this particular stock, you will be able to receive dividends. So dividends, you can kind of equate that to interest, right? These companies will pay you. So again, I reiterate, never invest money that you don't have to lose. But once you figure these things out around these investment opportunities, they're not only good for you, but they're also good for investment opportunities for your children. And dare I say, guys, we're not only talking about building generational wealth, we're talking about transcendent wealth. So how can you now teach other people to also be able to do this as well? So what are the three things when we talk about dividend growth stocks? What are the three things that a company must have? And you must do your research in order to know, right, that this is most important. The first thing is the company must dominate in their industry, right? They have to be at the top of their game in their industry, whatever industry they're in, they are running things. They have steady growth and profits that they're bringing in on a regular basis, and they generate specific amounts of what they call free cash flow, right? Free cash flow is just basically the money that that company has on hand to be able to do the things that they need to do. And a lot of these companies who are there, if they're top in their industry, that means they're dominating the game, then more than likely they have that free cash flow. And you say, well, Lynn, how am I supposed to know that? Guys, this is all free information that the SEC requires that the companies report out. It is required that these companies share this information with us. So you can definitely find it in a variety of places. And I share those with you in the CEO letters, in and their 10K reports or their annual reports that they are providing us. It's there in plain sight, but you got to know what to look for, right? And what these companies do is they pay generous amounts of that cash in their cash flow. They pay that in the form of a dividend. And when they're paying this in a dividend, and oftentimes the companies that I'm going to make available to you, these companies increase year after year the amount of the dividend that they are paying. Okay, so they often rise faster than the rate of inflation. See, that's what's important too. These dividends are rising faster than the rate of inflation. Remember, sometimes we complain in our companies and in our jobs. And I remember when I was a classroom teacher, we would complain about the fact that, yeah, they're giving us a raise, but the raise is not keeping pace with inflation, or it's just barely meeting inflation. But this is an opportunity for your money to do better if you're investing in these right stocks. Okay, so good morning, Kimberly. Thank you guys for joining us. Am I still frozen?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's fine. I'm just going to keep on going as long as you guys can hear me. That's what's most important. Listen to me. Don't look at me. Listen to me and get the information and write this down on your paper. Get it written down so you have it so you can go back and look at it. It's very important. The other things that are very important, and when I look at this information and I do the research to figure out what are those stocks you need to own now, what's important? Dividend safety, number one, is very important. Is this dividend going to continually be paid because of the durable competitive advantage of that company? Number two, what's the dividend growth potential? How is it going to grow? Are they going to continue to pay me as a shareholder? That's the number one question. And then what are those key risks, right? What are the risks involved for this company that they may not be able to pay these dividends, guys? See, these dividend growth stocks are what help to put you over the top. It's not only your money working for you, but it's their money working for you as well. And when I share with you these different companies, get this, guys, this is what's important. What are the things that influence that company's ability to pay you these dividends? So the earnings I talked about and their free cash flow. They use their free cash flow to be able to pay out these dividends. How much debt does that company have? That's very important. Debt is important for us too, right? Debt is also important for those companies, and that's going to help them to look at those different ratios that are available to them that they have to report, that so that we'll know that this company is going to pay us. And the beauty of this, guys, this is what's most important. The beauty of dividend stock investing is the fact that it doesn't matter if the stock is going up or down, the company still pay the dividends.
Yes, they do.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They still pay the dividends. So you must be aware of all of these different pieces as we're going through this. The other indicator, recession performance. Some of these companies, guys, are going to make it happen during the recession because they have a product that's viable and the population keeps growing. And as a result of that, they're still going to make money. So they're, I don't want to say recession proof, but to a fault, they're pretty much recession proof, right? Looking at the dividend longevity is another huge factor in this list that I'm looking at and sharing with you today. How long has this company been paying a dividend? Because more than likely, if they have a history of doing this, they have a track record of doing this, then there's more stability behind the reason or the rationale for them to continue paying out this stock, right? I'm sorry, paying out this dividend, paying out the dividend. And then another thing, guys, is the business volatility. Is this business going to be around, right? Or is it something that's just going to pop up for today and pop out? We see that a lot with some stores, like the Halloween store. We know it's going to pop in for a season. It's only coming into that building for a few months and then it's gone, right? The fireworks stands, we know they're only going to pop up for a couple of times during the year, most of them. You do have some buildings that stand around forever, but you only have a few of them that'll pop up every now and then they're gone away. So what is the ability for this company to continue is what's important when we look at these stocks to own. And I bet you say, Lynn, we'll get to it. Well, guys, I need to make sure that I completely educate you on these opportunities. If you want this list of stocks that I'm sharing, that I'm talking about this morning, just go ahead and text me at 470-236-8282. Put the word stock in there and your email. I'll get these lists of stocks to you. Text me at 470-236-8282, and I'll give you a list of the 10 best stocks to own. And you say, well, Lynn, what else do I need to know? And I'm glad you asked, because it's very important that you know before you buy any stock. Before you buy any stock, I don't care what I say to you today, you must know the value of that stock. Because even the best price, even the best company in the world isn't worth paying any price for. Let's just say that. Even the best company, you're not just going to pay any price for it just because of where it currently is. So you have to know whether a stock is it fairly priced? If it's fairly priced, that means it's selling at what they call the intrinsic value. That's what it's really worth. If it's underpriced, then that means it's a bargain, right? And what we like to do is find those companies on sale. So we are looking for underpriced. And then sometimes the stock can be overpriced, y'all. Let's just be real about it. It can be overpriced because the stock is simply selling for more than it's worth. So what you should be looking for and what you should identify, and I told you the numbers are there. You just need to know which numbers to look for. It's all reported in those quarterly reports, in those annual reports. These is requirement from the federal government that you look at the stocks and find those that are below fair value. So those companies that are on sale. When you look at these stocks and find those that are on sale, that is a tremendous opportunity for you for dividend growth stocks. And it has the world opportunity to provide the greatest return, not only for you, but guys, get these opportunities for your children and your grandchildren. See, they're not thinking about these things until we start to think about these things, until we start to have these conversations with them, until we start prioritizing that, hey, these are some great stocks to own right now. And just imagine if you had that conversation with them and talk about compounding interest and say, well, baby, by the time you're 21, this is where your stocks could potentially be. See, there's different conversations that we can have with our children. The stock number one that I'm going to share with you guys, Warren Buffett this year bought 74.2 million shares of this stock. And not only did he buy 74.2 million shares, they own over 200 plus millions of shares in this particular company, right? This stock, the number one stock on the list that I'm sharing with you, if you text to 470-236-8282, I'm going to give you this list. But what I'm saying, guys, this is for information and education purposes. You need to go in and do the research. Just don't depend on me. Don't simply go by what Lynn says. Make sure you look at these things for you as well. But I'm telling you that I've not only done the research, but there are also other CPAs that have also done the research. And the information that I'm pulling from is required by the federal government to be reported. Okay? These are all required by the federal government. So that first stock that's on the list, Warren Buffett just bought the stock. This stock is a world dominator. You probably know what it is. You're probably looking at me right now on one of those devices that's related to the stock. But this stock is paying double digits. Not only are they paying, they're in their dividend, because they're getting double digits worth of cash flow, they're able to continue to pace no matter what's happening. This stock happens to be currently a little bit overpriced, so I wouldn't buy it just now, but you need to put it on your watch list so you know you need to have it. Can anybody guess what it is?
Walmart. Is it Walmart?
No,
Amazon.
you probably watching me on it right now.
Facebook.
Not Facebook.
Your phone.
Yes, my phone is an iPhone. That's Apple stock, y'all. All right.
Mm, mm,
Make sure
mm.
you go over there. Apple stock is double A plus rated on the S&P. A double A plus rating. Okay. So they have a massive cash pile. Their information is available. Even go to Yahoo Stocks and see this information. They have an incredible balance sheet. I mean, guys, there's so much information that's out there at our fingertips that we can do now where if you don't own the stock, you need to get it. And if you do own it, go ahead and get some more shares of it, but make sure you're watching it so that you're buying it at the best price. That is the key. You look like you have something you want to add, JoJo.
No, I was
No?
just I was looking, the S&P, you supposed to go and look at it when you
Uh-huh.
see like the stocks and the value of it. And I think if we're first time investors, we think, oh my God, it's so overwhelming. And you also think about the limitations of your mind, like there's not enough money for me to go and do this. But when you look at these numbers, y'all, and you see the commas that keep coming after them zeros, you're like, let me go get one of them commas up in my bank account right fast because and I think it's truly just your mindset. Because when we first start investing, you may think you don't have the money, and then you think there's just not enough money because everybody in the world is investing. There's not going to be any. Let me tell y'all something. You got to get your mind right when you start this investing. Go out there and check what those companies are worth, and you see them zeros, and then you'll be ready to be like, oh, let me go ahead and get me $100, $200 and do what I got to do.
Go ahead and get started. Absolutely, guys. Let me just give you a couple more because I know it's already 7:39. Stock number 2 on that list. That's what I'm telling you guys. Go and text 470-236-8282 so that you can get this list of stocks. Just say stocks and your email address. I'll give you the list of the 10 best stocks that you should own. Not only own them for now, but own and hold them. Stock number 2 is positioned to continue to pay its shareholders. Remember, you are a shareholder once you buy or purchase stock. This particular company has been paying shareholders for years. See, that's what's important. You should never have to sell this particular stock. Why is this a good one? This one, the longer you hold it, the more rapidly your wealth is going to grow, right? Your compounding interest is going to definitely be your friend. Why? Because this particular stock, number 2, is 13% undervalued, depending upon what you're looking at, which numbers you're looking at, but it is undervalued. Undervalued means what? It's on sale, y'all. Stock number 2 is on sale. This particular company has been paying dividends for over 80 consecutive years.
Who is
Over
it?
80 consecutive years. They got to text me 470-236-8282. If you
I
want this
want to
list,
guess
y'all,
at it,
they
Lynn.
have been paying this for 80 consecutive years, and
Who
they've had 10% annual dividend growth over the last 20 years.
is it? Is it
They,
easy? Is it an easy one?
yep, it's an easy one.
McDonald's? Is it McDonald's?
It's an easy one. It's not McDonald's, y'all, but this company they focus on product quality. Looking at the market, they have savvy marketing. They have mass distribution. Guys, they have great cash flow. They have so many different opportunities. I'm about to just spill the beans, but I'm not going to tell you. Text me 470-236-8282.
I won't know. I think
Get
it's
this
Walmart. I
list,
thought it was
y'all.
McDonald's. Dog.
This company, McDonald's happens to not be on this list, but guys, this company, this was one you definitely want to consider making it a core holding in your stock portfolio. Dare I say, not only your stock portfolio, but in your child's, because your children probably go through the grocery store line and be like, Mama, can I have this? Yes, guys, that's a hint. Stock number 3 is the last one I'm going to give you a hint by. This one pays one of the safest dividends in the world. Based on the company size, they have a strong brand, they have global distributions, and they've been paying dividends for 46 years. They've been paying dividends for 46 years. They've been in business since 1928. Chances are, if they've been in business since 1928, they're going to be able to withstand for the long haul, guys. And this stock is also a bargain too. It's on sale, y'all. Look it up. Do the research. But if you want this list, I'll share some of my research with you too. Text me 470-236-8282. Put stocks in your email address, and I'll send you this list, guys. I'm Lynn Dimmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. I hope I sparked your interest. Get you over there. Send me that text. 470-236-8282. Text the word stocks and your email address, and I'll send you this list. All right, over to you, Miss Co-host.
I'm updating that because I had posted the number. Because it moved down a little bit. So let me put it up again so that you guys can see Lynn's telephone number, the number you can text to get your list. I thought, you okay?
Yep, I am, girl. I got too excited and too hype over here.
That's all right. Next sure. And the only reason why I said McDonald's is because I got my dividend payout from them, and I own McDonald's stock since I was 18 years old. And I started out with 4 shares, and I sold 2, being crazy in my 20s. And so
wow.
I still have 2, and I sell my vote every year. Like every year they vote for the board of directors. And after I read it, sometimes I vote, but the majority of the time people will pay you for your vote. So I get a nice little check for whoever wants to buy my vote. They send you letters and say, hey, if you're not voting, can I have your vote? And then they send you money for purchasing your vote. But I like my McDonald's stock. I got it as a gift working for McDonald's, and I've had it forever. And I'm 43 now, so we just.
Do you remember what it was worth when you initially received it versus what it's worth today?
Girl, no, I was 18 and I got it when I was assistant store manager, and that's what the owner gave us as gifts every year was stock in McDonald's. So, girl, I wasn't paying that stuff no attention. I don't know.
Well, you need to, JoJo. That's how you know what you're doing. That's how you know what the value is. That's how you know what the growth is. That's how you can say, hey, y'all, I got a 30% return on this investment or whatever.
Well, at 18, I could have cared less. I was like, I didn't even think twice. I was like, whatever. And it still comes to my mother's address every year. I've never changed the address on it from my home address. It just keeps coming like clockwork. So Latricia said she should have invested in Walgreens.
Yeah, whatever it is, you go ahead and do the research. You decide what is going to be best for you and your portfolio. And the thing about it is, should have, why is it only should have? Why is it not that I will once the price is right? Once it becomes undervalued, then you invest in Walgreens or whatever it is that you want to invest in. It doesn't have to stay should have. That's the beauty of stocks. You watch it, you buy it at the right price, then you get in there. But make sure, the reason that I was having this conversation with you today was to talk about what are those stocks that are going to pay you in those dividends, right? Paying you the dividends is what changes the game too on many different fronts. Good morning, Antoinette. Thank you for joining us. It's going to change the game for you as you move forward and continue to invest with confidence. And then once you see that, only start out with a couple of these, right? Start out with a couple of these and move forward. Get your feet wet. Feel what it feels like to get out there and do it. And then don't stop there. Get more education, because there are so many different things out there, guys, that you can do in investing. Investing in those companies that are going to pay dividends is a starting point. You still got options where they talk about puts and calls. You still have foreign exchange, forex opportunities where they talk about pips and all these different things. So there's a whole new world out there in stock investing that can change the game for you as you move forward. So make sure that you guys continue to educate yourself, but text me 470-236-8282. Put stocks in there and your email address if you want this list of the 10 stocks you should be investing in. It was 9. I threw a bonus in there, therefore it's 10. The 10 stocks you should be investing in right now. I gave one of them away, but I'm not going to give the others away until you text me 470-236-8282, y'all. All right, Miss Co-host, over to you. That's why I'm Lynn Dimmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it, America's #1.
All right, guys. Make sure you text in to get that information on those stocks. So today, the fearless topic for today is there's not enough time. It is Motivational Monday. Last week, I talked about don't let your shame hinder you. But today, I want to let you know is there's not enough time for you to continue to play with your life, for you to continue to hold back on what you want to do, where you want to go, how you want to do it. We don't have time for that. If you take a look around, and I think for me, it has been really hard for me because in this year, I've lost a lot of friends, people I went to high school with, and some close friends and family members, and death. And I know Lynn has too. Death has just been all around, and it makes you treasure life a little bit better. But it also reminds you that you do not have a lot of time. If you continue to sit in your shame, if you continue to wallow in woe is me, if you continue to have your pity party, you are wasting valuable time that you could and should be doing something else. Because when you focus on everything that you don't have, everything that you used to do, everything that went wrong, you are robbing yourself of your present and your future. And time is not your friend at this moment. Simply because here's what happens. And I know this for a fact. When you're depressed, when you're sad, when you're upset, and you're stressed. And I've been all four together. I've been all four separately. But when you are in that dark place, time goes and you absolutely don't even pay it any attention. Before you know it, a day has passed. It's the weekend. It's a month. Oh my God, July has gone. Oh my God, it's Christmas, because you are always in such a crisis mode and you're always at such urgency of your problem, of whatever is going on, that you are not paying attention to. You're wasting life worrying about things that did happen, might not happen, or already happened, that you have no control over. So the present is something you have control over. You have control over your thoughts, your mind, and your feelings. So what better time on this Motivational Monday is to get it together. Get some help to help you move past that crazy, because we don't have a lot of time to continue on the same path. We don't have the time for me to be scared to jump out of a plane, do a roller coaster, dance, sing. We ain't got time for all of that. We got to be about your Father's business. You got to be doing things, because here, and I believe this to my core, the good Lord put you here. If you wake up every morning, that means you have yet to fulfill the purpose that He has put into your life. Now, if He continues to see that we're not taking our purpose seriously, and we haphazardly deal with it, or we don't really care if we have it or not, or we ignore it, we abuse it, we don't take care of it, He will gladly take you and your purpose away. Because at what point are you serving Him, serving your purpose? Because He put you here to help somebody else, or to accomplish the thing that He needs accomplished in the earth, but you're not doing that. And so I firmly believe He will nicely take it away and give it to somebody else if you don't want it. And so we don't have a lot of time to waste. I think we've got to be more intentional and
Yep.
more, what's the word I want to say? You have to have more direction on what it is and where you want to go and what you want to do. If you don't know that, that's fine. Some of us may never figure out exactly it, but you got to have some kind of direction. I believe, and this is my number one thing, is you got to get quiet. You got to have that quiet time so the good Lord can talk to you. You can hear yourself. You can hear your thoughts, because I guarantee you the answer that
Right.
you are seeking, it is there in that quiet place. You can't hear it right now because you're so busy trying to fix it and figure it out for yourself. And that's not the answer. So as soon as you get still and you get quiet, the answer that you are looking for is there. You can't hear it because you're busy shouting, "Show me the answer." And it doesn't come in a shout. The answer is not going to come in a shower. What's that Bible verse turn that's not on here? The loud wind, and there was an earthquake, and then it was in the still small voice that the man heard the voice of God. God is not going to shout over you. He's not going, because he doesn't have to do all of that, because you should give him his due attention. You got to be quiet to hear your answer. So today, if you're searching for that answer, if you don't know which way you need to go, I promise, if you get quiet and you be still, the answer will be there. You've got to take your purpose seriously. Thank you, Antoinette. You've got to take it seriously, and you've got to know that you do have a purpose in life. If you woke up this morning, you have not fulfilled your purpose, and you don't have enough time to continue. If you're like me and you're 43, I wasted 20 years, high school, your college years, you figuring things out. But then in that 10-year span, let's say from 30 to 40, what was I doing that I could have been doing something different? But now that you know, you've got to be intentional. Now that you know that you have a purpose, you have a drive, you have a reason to be here, and it is only you that can carry that out. Now it is time to be intentional about making that happen. We don't have a lot of time to waste, to be sad, to be crying. And I do, like, if I'm having a moment, I allow myself 24 hours to feel whatever it is I want to feel. If I want to get mad, upset, cry, and then the next day I have things to do, I've got to get over. And as you work through this process, you'll be able to do that a lot quicker than when you do if you're just starting out. But let me break out my sticky for y'all. Somebody's waiting to hear your voice. They will not move until you move, but you busy having a pity party. So the people that's waiting on you, they continue to suffer just because you don't choose like getting yourself together. You got to strengthen your voice by speaking your truth. You don't have a lot of time. You have got things to accomplish. So if you woke up this morning, this is your motivational Monday. If you woke up this morning, you have a purpose. You have a reason for being here. If you do not understand what that reason and that purpose is of what you're supposed to be doing, I suggest you after the show, turn off your TV, turn off your radio, don't accept phone calls on your ride to work this morning, and be quiet. Just be quiet and let your thoughts come to you, because maybe the good Lord is trying to talk to you, but you are drowning him out with all the noise that we have around you. Remember, it is our job not to feed into your fears. It's our job to feed into your future and your dreams. It's not our job to feed into your fears and your doubts. And that is the purpose of the Fearless Morning Show. We are here to encourage you and help you get the motivation and the information so you can take the action. So we give you the motivation, the information. We also give you the action steps that you can take to stop living in crazy. You don't have to stay here. If you have been watching the show since November and you continue to live in crazy, some people enjoy crazy. Some people enjoy the chaos, and they don't know how to live life outside of chaos, because they think
Right.
it's too boring, because they used to having some drama, some gossip, a problem, or an issue. Remember on Thursday, I talked about what are you gaining from telling your story? Because a lot of people, this was Friday, Lynn. I talked about this with their money. A lot of people they enjoy the result they get from telling their story about their money. Girl, I'm broke. I don't have no money. I can't do this. And the result we get from telling our story is somebody to feel sorry for us and be like, oh, here's some money. Go take care of it, instead of us facing our problems and handling ourselves. And so we get attached to the results of telling our story. And if we can't continue to tell that story to get that result, then we don't know what to do. But until you are ready to face that you are telling your story to get a result for somebody to help you, to feel sorry for you, to continue to help you live in your pity party, you're going to stay right there. So today, on this Motivational Monday, I want to remind you, you don't have a lot of time. Let's stop the pity party. We are far stronger than we ever could believe or imagine because you've made it this far. And here's my thing, if you can hustle and, as my daddy say, by hook or crook, make things happen the wrong way, surely to goodness, you can take that same energy and make it happen the right way outside of crazy. And then again, some people if you enjoy crazy, please by all means continue. And your life will continue exactly down the path it's going, and it will get worse. That I can guarantee you. So, guys, we don't have a lot of time. If you woke up this morning, you have a purpose. Good morning, Tiffany. You have a purpose to do something today. If you don't know what that is, please be quiet on your way to work today. Be quiet on your way home. Be quiet at work and listen to what is being told to you, and maybe you will have your answer, because a lot of times the answer lies in here and in here. But all of that is so busy living in crazy and chaos that we cannot hear the solution to our own answer. So
Yes.
that is the fearless thought for today. If you know somebody that needed to hear that, please make sure you share with them this video, because we got to help a sister out, honey. We can't be having these folk living in crazy on purpose. Some people living in on purpose because it's what they like. They're attached to that story of what crazy gets them. They're attached to that drama and the excitement of it. That's too much going on for that. You don't have time.
Yes.
All right, guys, please make sure you share the video, share with your family, your friends, your co-workers, your acquaintance, anybody you know that may need to live past crazy. If they do not have Facebook, that is our YouTube channel. We are 124 videos strong over there. Now that I know the number, I can keep up with it. This today makes 124 videos that we have over there, and they are by topic. So you can pick a topic and share it with a friend to help them live past crazy. Remember, it's not our job to feed into your doubts and your fears. It is our job to feed into your dreams and your future. So, guys, we encourage you. If you got to do it today, you got to do it today. Tomorrow is not promised. The next breath is not promised. So please don't waste your time doing something that's counterproductive to who and what you are supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. Lynn, you want anything else you want to add before I close it out? Thank you, ladies, for sharing. Make sure you share it with everybody today.
I just want to do a quick shout out to Antoinette Gabriel, guys. If you don't have to live past crazy, she's your realtor that'll help you to find your home.
Yes.
And Miss Tiffany Braxton with Midnight Management. Y'all go check her out. She's from the New York area. Sometimes she goes live from Central Park. So y'all catch her, check her out as well. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for the show. And we will continue to be here every Monday through Friday, 7:15 a.m. Continue to follow us. Don't forget to, if you want that list of stocks, to invest in, don't forget to do your homework, but text me at 470-236-8282. The keyword is stocks. And send me your email address. I will email you that list of stocks you need to be investing in. Not only investing for you, but have your kids to get in on that as well. Maybe even share it with your neighbors, right? Give them the information. What you learn here, you use, you implement, you do the work, you take action. Then you share it with somebody else so they can do it. That's transcendent wealth. That's going beyond being selfish and just thinking about you and your family. Go out there and help somebody else's family. I'm Lynn Devins, America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it, America's #1. And we thank you so much for joining us, because your time is your most precious commodity. You can't get these minutes back, and you decided to spend them with us. And we appreciate you for that. All right, guys, have a wonderful, marvelous, motivational Monday. There's too many M's right there together.
Guys,
I
thank you so much for joining. And then for Antoinette, she also goes live with her real estate too. I caught a couple of your videos, Antoinette, and her videos are always fun and entertaining. So please make sure that you check these ladies out to get you some great information. And if you want to join us on this Be Fearless journey, I posted a link so for you to join up for our newsletter. And as Lynn and I well, as Lynn helps me, how about that? Get over some of my fear of heights. We will be doing the roller coaster and the zip lining. I think we may make it a group event because number one, I'm not recording. And number two, Lynn probably gonna be too busy laughing at me to record. So we need somebody to help videotape me on doing this because I'm determined to live past some of my fears. I've gotten over my fear of flying and my boats. So now we're gonna get over my other fear of heights. So guys, make sure you sign up so you can join us on this crazy journey of living past crazy. I hope you're having a marvelous, wonderful day. My name is Yamiche Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Join us tomorrow morning, bright and early at 7:15. You guys have a great day.